Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this video, let's talk about some elbows. In the previous video, showed you guys some basic punches you can use for mixed martial arts if you are just starting out in the sport. But today, let's cover some of the basic elbows and see how you guys can do them. First, I like to teach the basics of the basics for the elbow. So this crash course is gonna entail the basic elbow. So there's three basic elbows I like to always start people out with, is the straight elbow, then the uppercut elbows, as well as cut down, all right, my favorite. Now the straight elbow, just as the name implies, is gonna be in a straight line. All right, so if you understand the stance, now we understand that everything is gonna shoot from this position. Where you're doing elbows or punches, kicks or knees, it's gonna be one stance for all of your techniques, all right? This is what I like about this stance. Now your hands are up as such. Now, when I shoot the elbow, it's gonna go in a straight line, just like this. Now, it's the same thing as a hook. As I throw my hook, horizontal line here, now the elbow shoots in a straight line. Now, if you want more details that I'm not gonna cover in depth in this video, there are some super detailed videos on my channel about all the different Muay Thai elbows. But for today, it's gonna be just a quick crash course to get you started. So now we're here, straight elbow is here. Now sometimes I'll have my hands closed as such, and other times my hands are gonna be open, very loose. And other times like this, okay? You do them the way you prefer. Sometimes you wanna hit harder, close that fist. Other times you wanna go quicker and snappy, slashing the elbow, keep your fingers open, okay? But practice both ways, they're all good. Now from here, straight elbow, and the lead elbow, sometimes it's gonna turn here, and other times, like we covered in the previous video, you wanna step it in, right? You step in that lead elbow. And the same thing here, step it in. Cover that range. Let's look at it with a training partner. Let's say I wanna aim the straight elbow here. If I just shoot it from here, it's very short, right? Of course, the punch zone is gonna be now shorter because of the elbow. So I need to step in with the lead foot, just like I talked about in the previous video. I step it in here. Now sometimes you aim for the chin, and other times it's gonna be right here at the cheek, and other times right where the eyebrow is to create cuts, okay? With the lead one, same thing, you need to step it in. So I step it in here, step it in with left, or step it in with right, okay? Those are the elbows, and now Alex is gonna throw a few with the right, again, and then with the left, step it in, again, boom. And those are the basic elbows, straight elbows. Now let's talk about the second elbow, the uppercut elbows. All right, so this one, just like a straight uppercut here, you're gonna use it with the elbow, but you're gonna go straight up. Sometimes the people's guards are gonna be here, they're gonna go straight up the middle and catch them underneath the chin. Now, I'm gonna show you the technique, then I wanna discuss something very important about the uppercut elbows, okay? So first, the technique here. As you throw it up, you're gonna step it in and raise in a straight line, aiming underneath the opponent's chin right here, and then come back into your stance. Same thing for your lead elbow. You need to step it in, and now keep your guard up, and then and bring it all up in a vertical line underneath the chin. Sometimes you can shoot it up in a diagonal like this, and bring it back. Same thing with your left, right? Shoot it up, and then bring it back. Now, most of the time it's gonna be in a straight line. I do wanna discuss something very important. For mixed martial arts, I don't recommend the uppercut elbows at all times. What do I mean by this? Well, basically, if I shoot up in the range where I can throw an elbow, I need to be very close. I need to be inside. If I miss this elbow, if I land, it's beautiful. It's a knockout. But if I miss this and he ducked, he's into the zone to shoot in mixed martial arts. Every time you start raising your elbows higher and higher, the more there is a opening for the clinching and the takedowns, all right, the body locks. So you wanna be always aware of those things. So if I go straight elbows, my hands are still in front of me. But when I go up elbows, I'm bringing my elbows higher and higher away from my legs and hips, okay? So be careful of that. The uppercut elbow is a great tool, but sometimes maybe in mixed martial arts, someone shoot in on you, working for the pummeling, you have the underhooks, then you press the face away, and wham, then the uppercut elbow will shoot out, okay? But just in the stand-up position, be very careful about this. Maybe you have it when on underhook on this side, and that's where the uppercut elbow will shoot. There's different scenarios against the cage and whatnot, but for now, I just wanted to discuss this. So if you're practicing MMA, always be aware about the uppercut elbows. Now, let's look at it in application. So Alex throws the uppercut, elbow right here. I'll create an angle. So he shoots right in the middle, boom. Or on the lead side, steps it in, boom. On the hands for practice. And on this side here. Now, one thing that's very important every time you shoot elbows, in Thai boxing, that's a rule. Always keep the opposite hand very high, because when you're in range to throw an elbow, I say it all the time, when you're in range to throw an elbow, you're also in range to receive an elbow. So always be careful and keep your hands up at all times. Now, last but not least, is going to be the cut down elbow. This is a beautiful elbow. Now the cut down, just as the name implies, I'm going up and coming back down in a diagonal line like this, okay? So imagine you're forming the letters X. So if I go with the right side, comes here, and on the left side, it'll come here, right? So you're going from the top all the way down. So maybe you point the elbow up around 1 o'clock, and you're coming all the way down towards 7 o'clock or so, just as an analogy to help you with the trajectory of your elbows, all right? Now you imagine you have markers on your elbows and you're drawing that line onto the wall in front of you. So this is how it goes. 1 is the cut down and 2 is the lead cut down, all right? So the cut down is used to almost like an overhand. I want to go over the guard. Same thing with the cut down elbow. I want to go over the gloves and slice all the way down. Same thing on this side. If I go straight, I might hit his arm. So if he has this type of guard, this is where it's going to land. So I go over the guard and slash all the way down, all right? So this is a good elbow. So when we train this, I'll just put my hand out and he's going to throw the cut down. So it goes up and down. And the same thing on the lead hand, up and down. And that is the next basic elbow, cut down elbows. Now we have other elbows, right? We have the 12 to 6. All right, we got straight in, boom. Sometimes in Muay Thai, you know, they say the eyeball elbow, so we go right into the eye. All right, you have it down, 12 to 6 down if someone shot on you, but that would be an illegal strike in mixed martial arts, but for self-defense, for example. Then you also have straight elbows into the chest, so almost identical to the uppercut elbow. Maybe I step it in here, boom, almost like an uppercut elbow, boom, step it in here, or boom, step it in here. There's different types of elbows, and then we have spin elbows, flying elbows, lots of different elbows, but this one is just basics to get you guys started for elbow techniques. All right, guys, so how you train these elbows, I'm gonna have Alex just do like a 20-second demo in front of the camera, so you just mix them up, maybe go in order. So straight elbows first, 1, and then 2, and then up, 1, and then 2, and then slicing down, 1, and 2, and then just keep on going as an exercise. Straight elbows, up elbows, slashing down elbows, right? So once more, straight, hands are always up, visualize your target, boom, all right? So when you understand how to practice, maybe with a training partner, then when you do it in shadow boxing, you're always visualizing what you're doing, where you're aiming, what you're doing with each technique. So for example, if I go back to the camera, just so you guys can see from here, and Alex is here on a slight angle, so you guys can see how the elbow throws. Let's say I was at his height from here. Now he throws a straight elbow, comes right across, straight elbow, right across, okay? If my hands are up, he has the up elbows right in the middle, up elbows right in the middle. If he goes over the guard, cut down, see, you visualize that you're going over the guard, cut down right here, so you're slicing down, creating cuts, or the knockout blow, right? So those are the basic elbows. All right, guys, so there you have it. Basic tutorial on how to do some basic elbows. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, leave us a like, and if you haven't so already, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more MMA content. Until next time.
See you guys in the next video.
Take care.